All right, here is a lesson by request. I had a lot of requests to teach how I play this song. I think it's pretty close to the record, chord-wise anyway, especially. But I'm going to show you how to play "The Bandit" by Jerry Reed from the Smokey and the Bandit movie, first one. And so we're in the key of G. I'm going to teach you the chords. And then I can teach you maybe some of the, I'm not doing too much, except for chords, maybe little pickup notes and stuff, but I can show you what I'm doing. And I kind of improvise it, so it's probably not the same every time, but I can show you typically what I would be doing, playing this song, accompany myself. So we're in the key of G, so we're gonna pretty much have the chords we're gonna be mostly using is a G, a C, E minor, an A dominant 7, or an A major. You could play either one. You hear you really need the A dominant 7. You really hear that dominant 7 A there, and then a D. So it's just those chords, and it kind of follows the same pattern in the verses and the chorus pretty much. But I'll show you here. So we'll start off strumming on the 1, which would be the G. And you're gonna walk up to the C. They call you the bandit, an outlaw untamed, back down to the G. Shackled only by freedom, B minor. A dominant 7, you wear no man's chains, D. I do a little D sus there. Some say they despise you, back to the C. Maybe they do, E minor, back to the C, but deep down inside, then G, D, that they wish they were you, back to the G. And so that's the first section, and that's the chords, and the only other things besides just chord strumming. I mean, the strumming pattern, I guess I need to explain that. Some of these things I take for granted that you might want explained that I'm not thinking about, so I apologize. But the strum pattern on this is here's kind of just like a one. It's in 4/4s here to kind of do. You know, you could do alternate it. So it's like a hit the bass note. So that's the strum pattern. I'm kind of not always doing that. But that's the gist of the pattern. And I'm also accenting it, so it's like that. Anyway, so that's the strum pattern throughout the whole thing. So that first, starting off, I'll start on the G. So I'm doing a walk up to that C to get started on singing. Starting on the 6th string, 3rd fret, open string of the 5 string, 2nd of the 5 string, and then the 3rd of the 5 string. That gets us to the C. So that's just a standard walk up. They call you the bandit, an outlaw untamed. Then I'm doing a little hammer-on thing there. I like to do a lot in G. I'm hammering onto the E note, 2nd fret of the D string, 4th string. Just kind of doing that little thing. So what we got so far is, they call you the bandit, an outlaw untamed, shackled only by freedom. You got the E minor, A7, you wear no man's chains. And then I do a little D7, D sus. And then I'll do a walk up again to the C. Some say they despise you. So I'll be hitting the D, and then I'll go open string 5, 2, and the 3 fret, walking up to that C. Some say they despise. I did it different there. Some say they despise. Sometimes I'll just do a hammer on onto the 2nd fret. Some say they despise you. And I'm doing the same thing there again. Even though I'm in the C, I'm still doing that same hammer on the D string, the 2nd fret, which is an E note. Some say they despise you. Maybe they do. E minor. Oh, sorry, that's not the right chord. Maybe they do. Back to the C. But deep down inside them. And I'm doing this a lot. I'm doing a hammer on from the 2nd fret of the 6th string to the G. That's just a chromatic half step below there. I do that a lot, just kind of on the one of the measure, on the top of the measure. Maybe they do. Deep down inside them, but they wish they were you. So I'm doing that a lot on the G. I'm hammering. When I'm coming onto that G, I'm hammering onto the, just for this kind of song, it feels natural. There's that hammer on there again. And then we're going into the chorus or bridge or B part, whatever we're gonna call it. Bandit, you're reckless, see, and you live much too hard. Now we're gonna do a walk down here. So we start the bridges E minor, and then C, and then G, and then we're gonna walk down from the G back to an E minor. So we're gonna do. So what we're doing is a G here, and then I usually do it with my thumb. You could do it with your finger. So, and then the E minor, so we're gonna walk down. I do it with my thumb, and the E minor. You could also do it this way. You could also do a full D chord there, because it is a G over D or whatever, or D over G. Or no, I guess it's a F sharp over G. That's what, F sharp over D. So you could do that. That's the proper, I guess, technical way to do it, is a D with a F sharp on the bass. So again, top of the bridge is, Bandit, you're reckless, and you live much too hard. Bandit, you're joker. A dominant 7 again. And I'm doing a A dominant 7 sus on here. Pretty much just in this section. So I'm kind of hammered on to the 3rd fret of the B string. And end on the D there. You're a legend to the old man. E. Hammer that 2nd fret to the C. And you live much too hard. Bandit kills late. Now we don't go to the A dominant 7 this time around, we go to the G. Bandit kills ladies' hearts. Going to the D there, and I'm doing a little hammer on the 5th string this time. From the D to the from the A to the B. Only a smile, back to the G, and then hammer again. So you can do that too if you want to. So I'm doing like that. So just little tricks that I do, little hammer-ons and pickup notes. Pretty much you just hammer on any notes that are in the scale. You can't go wrong pretty much. Some sound better than others. So that's the whole chord makeup of it, and then just repeats that, I think. Yeah. Bandit, you're reckless, live too much too hard. bandit, you're a joker in the deal of the cards. You're a legend to the old man, hero to the child. Walk down again. Bandit gives ladies hearts and G. D with only a smile. Yeah, I think that gets us through it all. There's the first section we already went over, and then the B section is that chord progression. And then some people are asking about the end, the outro section of the song. So we're on the G, then we're gonna hit would be a flat 7 in the key of G, flat major 7, which could be an F. So we hit an F chord and play like this. Don't worry about the top string, just you can do that if you want to. I don't recommend it, but or you can just borrow the whole thing, or you can play it here. More likely here. So that outro section is, they call you the bandit. They call you the bandit. I think it just goes back and forth from G to F, from G to F. Call you the bandit. They call you the bandit. And on the record it just continues that with a guitar solo thing. Like a phaser on it. So I think that's the whole gist of the chords, and any tricks or hammer-ons or embellishments that I'm doing when I play it that you can kind of use in any context in the key of G. So I hope that helps. If you got any more questions or I did address something, let me know. I'll do my best to get around to posting about it. I'm not always the fastest at it, but I'll try to get around. Thank you.